What's up, guys? Corbin coming at you with another video. Bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna talk about bike safety checks before you go out and ride these things. All my gas lights on. So I'm gonna run this intro, and then we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, alright, let's do it. Okay, so things I always check before I ride this thing, okay? This beautiful machine that I be riding, okay? First thing I always check is my chain, okay? Here's my chain. So, obviously, you don't want a whole bunch of slack in your chain. If your chain's moving up and down a million times, you know, you don't want that. You can always check on my swing arm. It tells me my spec for my chain. Some swing arms have it, some swing arms don't. You just got to Google it. So Google it, call your dealer, ask what your what your spec is for your chain. They will tell you. Tires is next. I always check my PSI. Not every time. Every time you go out, you don't need to check your PSI, obviously, especially like if it's warm where you're at and all that good stuff. You don't, it's not going to hurt anything if you do, but I mean, most likely your tire's not going to lose air if you ride one day and then ride the next day. I check them at least once a week though. You know, roll your bike back and forth, make sure there's no nails in there, none of that good stuff. You know, sometimes you be picking up nails. It happens to all of us. You know, normally it's right after you buy a new tire, you catch a nail. So, do that. I always check my brakes. Make sure they're, you know, normal. I always check my brake fluid, make sure it's normal. I also make sure there's no like wet spots on my tire, make sure there's no oil leaking. You know, things happen no matter what. I mean, things happen. You could have the most pristine bike in the world, you know, things happen. So it doesn't hurt to check things. That's all I'm saying. It's just things that I always check. Also, I check my back brake, make sure it's got pressure, make sure everything's good with my back brake, you know what I'm saying? What else? Oh, your clutch. I always check this cable here, because you're supposed to service this with like lube. I service mine like once a month. You lube your clutch cable, it just helps it from fraying, makes it easier to pull, you know, all that good stuff, in my opinion. The biggest thing I think is checking your chain. I'm going to make a chain maintenance video. It's going to be how to clean your how to degrease your chain, how to lube your chain and clean your chain, all that good stuff. I don't know when I'm going to make it. Probably sometime in the next couple of days, actually. I literally just ran out of cleaner, so I'm going to go home and order some chain cleaner, Motul chain cleaner. That's what I use. That's not what you have to use, but I suggest you get Motul stuff. Motul's great stuff, in my opinion. Oil, chain clean, anything they make's good. So, I think, I want to say that's pretty much it for the most part. Just a basic routine check. So we got tires, check both tires, front and back. Your chain slack, make sure it's not ridiculous. I always make sure mine's like an inch of slack. 3/4 to an inch of slack is what my bike calls for. Your guys' bike might be different. Some people run stretch swing arms, it might be different. Just go off of what bike you have, don't go off of mine. Oh, that's another one I forgot. Throttle. That's another one I check. Because this right here, is super scary if it gets stuck. So I always make sure there's no, it always snaps back. You see how it snaps back? It's supposed to do that. So, you know, sometimes this happens. It'll get stuck like full throttle. You definitely don't want that. Sometimes it'll get stuck. You know, your grip moves over time depending, you know. Stuff happens. It's fine. Just always check this. Just always check that. Make sure it snaps back like it's supposed to. But I think that's pretty much it for like basic routine like checks that I do. If you guys do anything different, let me know in the comments, but that's what I personally do. So, I mean, hopefully it helps. It'll save you, you know. Not checking stuff leads to bad things. So, I always try to check things. Just makes everything easier. It makes me at peace in my own head to check them things, because you know, the last thing I want to ever happen is me go down or an accident occur because I didn't check something. You know what I'm saying? So, chain's a big one. Chains and tires are a big one. Brakes. We covered all that though. Chain is a big one though. Chain maintenance ain't hard, guys. It's really not. I'll make a video in a few days about it, but literally super easy. Super easy. You literally put some chain cleaner on there, brush it, clean it, bada bing bada boom, wipe it dry, and then spray some lube on there, let the lube sit for a little while. I always wipe the lube off just a little bit because I myself put way too much on there. The thing is, when you put too much stuff, put too much lube on your chain, obviously your chain rotates with your tire and your sprockets and all that good stuff. So if you put too much on there, it like flings, and it'll fling up on your tail, and you know, it might fling up on your tire, and you sure don't want a bunch of slick stuff on your tires at all. When you do tire checks, actually make sure there's no like slick like oily residue on your tires, anything like that. You definitely don't want on your tires, because if you go to lean into a turn or something, you're going to slide out because of a slick spot and all that good stuff. So, yeah. But I mean, that's what I do. You guys, if you guys do things different, then definitely let me know, or something I missed. But I think that covers everything. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm also going to try to do the YouTube short stuff too a little bit. So on the off days. So YouTube shorts will probably be on the weekends. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then regular videos will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's what I'm planning on doing. So, I hope you guys join me on my journey, and like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers like ASAP, because that's just a goal of mine. So hopefully we can achieve the goal together. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.